done a video like this in a while, but I'm talking about some situations that I'm dealing with right now, just personally. A lot of times I put up these videos, for you guys, much as possible. You guys send me things, and that's great, and I appreciate that. But I kind of rarely do videos of what's going on with me personally, because you do these news stories so much, it doesn't make you seem, relatable in my opinion. So that's why I want to come through and tell you some things that I'm dealing with right now. Over the past few months, since February, even up to now, I've been dealing with a lot of, things personally, financially. I had a little short, thing of dealing with, being kind of down for about a month. And me being down that month, I had started eating more than what I should. And that's how I ended up gaining a lot of weight. And even to the point that people on this website that I know, I ain't talking about trolls, I can let trolls say, but people that I know I've been cool with a while, they'll message you and say, man, you all right? What's going on? I noticed you gained some weight and, you ain't working out no more. You're not doing this, not doing that. Well, what happened at that time period is that, I just got down about some messed up BS that happened to me. And, that really wasn't my fault, but it just happened like that. You know what I'm saying? But now, I'm taking care of my issues now or whatever in the area of, losing weight as well. Now, a situation happened with my son. Another thing that just messed my mind and whatever is that ever since that I've been away from his mother, he's been in his mother's care. I always watching my kids eat, make sure they eat the right foods, don't eat all this junk food and whatever. Now, his mother is the complete opposite. She eats junk food and all this other stuff. That's fine. That's her business, not mine. But when it comes to the kids, she let him eat whatever he wants. And in turn, he's more like his father. If we eat too much, we gain weight quick. If we watch our diet and we exercise, we start losing weight quick. That's how we are. It's like a two-edged sword, with me and him also. And him eating all that food that he was eating, he really gained a lot of weight. And we were just noticing it more and more and more. I would tell her about it and say, hey, he needs to eat right. This is not right for a kid to have this kind of weight. And I know it's going to affect his health in some way, form, or fashion. She get into it with me, say, oh, he eats right, he eats this, he eats that. But then he tells me, that he doesn't. Or he got to a point he's even afraid to tell me what he eats. So he got to the point that my wife said, I'm going to have to schedule him an appointment with a pediatrician because, we need to see what's going on with him because it's not right. Especially my wife saw a little darkness on the back of his neck and she said, that stuff is like a telltale sign that you're about to get diabetes. And my son's just 8. So I took him to the doctor and they ran all kind of tests on him, did, labs or whatever. And, the doctor talked to me and he was like, his weight needs to come down. He said, we got to work on that. He said, because he said, he showed me the chart. He said, look, he said, BMI don't even register. He said, look. And, I'm feeling like this, like, man. And then he's showing, okay, he said, this is where his blood pressure is supposed to be. And he's on a normal high side. He's saying, this all is due to weight. And he showed me all these things is wrong with my son's health. And it's not that he didn't have insurance. It's not that I wasn't paying child support or something that makes it where his mother could not take him. She was getting over $900 a month in child support and would not take him to the doctor as he should. I had a recent appointment with my son actually yesterday for a follow-up appointment. And I'll get into that. But prior to that, I gave her the paperwork. I said, listen, this is his health issues. And, so she, instead of her taking it like, oh, shoot, I need to, really get on the ball, she took it like, I'm trying to start some sort of, custody battle. I ain't even thinking about custody battle right about now. But that's the way she took it. Long story short, the grandmother, his grandma, started to help him. And he lost, since the time I took him to the doctor up until I got him, he lost about 2 pounds. She tried to lie to me and say, this is crazy. She tried to lie to me and say, oh, the doctor's scale was wrong because I took him to the doctor and he was 20 pounds heavier than what the doctor said. I said, ain't no way. Because I said, ain't no way he can lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks. There's no way humanly possible to do that. Unless you do something very, very unhealthy to do that. And I said, I know good and well that didn't even happen. I said, that's first and foremost. So I said, what doctor he went to? She didn't want to tell me. Finally got her to say it. Oh, he went to the doctor he always went to. So my wife made submission for the medical records because she has access to all that. And they come back and say, no, he ain't been to the doctor, what she said, since July 31st of last year when he had some little issue. So she lied about that. And because if he did go to the doctor, well, I would have got this doctor I'm taking him to submit, the records so they can have it and compare and see what was up there. Well, I can find out if the scale was wrong or whatever. I need to know what his accurate weight is. So when I got him, he had lost 2 pounds, okay? And I had him in less than a week's time, and I got him to drop down 3 pounds in a week. And that was by me curving his diet and making sure that he exercised. Like today, for instance, he walked with me 2 miles, okay? He did great. And I'm trying to exercise with him every day, watch his meals, not letting him eat that messed up food, not having him on eating too many carbs at all. He's going to eat right. He's with me because he's supposed to be with me for the month. You're supposed to get you 1 month out of the summer. But it was a very, very hard thing to sit there and to see my son in that kind of condition. I mean, it made me feel bad as a man. It made me, worry and be concerned. Because I'm not these type of dudes that can just make a baby and forget about my kid. I ain't like that. I care about my kids. I care about their health. I care about their well-being. And, it's easy for me to point fingers at her all day and say she's the cause and she's. But if I'm not trying to fix it in no way, form, or fashion, then what am I doing? You know what I'm saying? That way I can have something to stand on and say, look, I have tried to fix my son's situation, and yet you sabotaging it. And by the time he go home, because the doctor told me, okay, I got another appointment for him next month. He want him, to drop more weight of where he was at. Now, he was happy that he dropped the weight that he did drop. He was very happy because he said, I just want him to maintain. He said, but you got him to drop? He said, I am proud of this. And his blood pressure came down a little bit as well. So he's doing good, and he was dealing with some food addiction to a point. He was having some withdrawals from it that I had to deal with him. He sees something on TV, he started tripping out about it. Somebody had some food, there was a guest here, and he was like, can I just have one French fry? I said, no, son. I said, you can't have it. I said, I can't have it because we doing it together. Everything we doing together. We exercising together. We eating together. On the same type of diet. It's not like I would have a double meat hamburger and I'm telling him to eat, grilled chicken breasts and veggies or something. No, that's not the way it's going to work. We're doing it together as father and son. And while I'm, doing it, I'm talking with him. I find out all kind of things, that in his life, what he got going on. And, on top of all my personal issues, I have a lot of personal issues going on right now. It's just a trip. You get what I'm saying? And, she sent him, it's crazy. She sent him with hardly no clothes. I say, what is this? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I say, hey, I need more clothes for him or whatever. Say, oh, I'm busy, I'm working, I'm this, I'm that. And I'm like, I don't have the money right now to go buy some extra clothes. I said, I'm just trying to take care of the bills I got right now because I had a family issue that recently happened with a family member having to get some emergency surgery, and we had to help him out. And which I understand that because you have to help your family members out if something happened to them. But now it puts me in the red, and I'm like tripping. I gotta find $500 by Friday to take care of a major financial situation. So I'm like, I'm trying to pray about that as much as possible. Figure out how that's gonna happen, because I got my dad helped me out one time on something else, but his, normally he would, but his AC had broke, so he had to come out of pocket $1,300, which I understand. It's too hot down here in Texas not to have your AC. So I'm thinking like, dog, man, I say, it's 2 days I got to find $500. Once I get past that little hurdle, then I'm fine. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Because everything will be straight. But, then I'm thinking about, if I had some extra money to buy my son some stuff or whatever, and this on top of me paying child support as well. So it's not like I'm scaling child support back. I'm having to pay all this child support, pay my bills, pay everything much as possible. And we frugal people. We're not out there spending money. We don't do that. We eat at home. We do what we're supposed to do. We ain't the type to just go throw our money away. We pay our bills. But things happen in life or whatever. So and then you don't want to try to take it out on your children. You don't want to take it out on your, spouse or, your man, your girl, whatever, when you got some things going on. Because, sometimes people just don't understand, it's like things do happen in life. I mean, they really do. On top of, I put these videos out. I try to put these videos out as much as possible for y'all because I know some of y'all like to see it. The little opinions I may have. But, I've been dealing with a lot of, personal and financial issues, which I'm trying to see some light at the end of the tunnel. But this main one coming up Friday is the one I really need to get over because, like I say, it can not be a good thing if I don't take care of that one. But, on top of, me, I started my website in February, and I had to deal with my website getting hacked like 3 times. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just like all kind of stuff I've been dealing with. And, like, also with my wife, I can't stress her out too much with worrying because, my wife, she has like a mild case of lupus. And if anybody know about that, like, if she get too stressed out, she, basically gets sick on me. And I can't have that happen. Or, if she's in the sun too much, like, the sun is like the enemy of her. Like, it just drains her and she'll be sleeping. Like, I seen my wife, like really, like, get sick one time. And she was sleeping for almost like a week, not on no pills or nothing. It drains your, body like that because, with the immune system and everything. I mean, now some people that have like severe cases of lupus, I mean, they're in nursing homes. But she's fine. She works. She do all her stuff she's supposed to do. But I can notice when, in her eyes and how she looked, she started to get tired. And, I want to protect her from, getting sick or whatever. So that's why I try not to, stress her out too much on certain things. Because I say, you got a man, that's what he's supposed to deal with, is all the stress. I deal with stress a lot better than she does. But also, through this situation, I got to see what kind of, relationship I have, what kind of marriage I have as well. Because it's like, it made me appreciate, the relationship we have more. Because even though all the things we've been dealing with, it would cause some couples to, break apart. But, we've been closer together, because of all this stuff. I mean, it even got so bad that, of course by myself, not in front of her, I even broke down one time. I was like, dog, this stuff is just, just going on and on and on. Stuff with family, money, all this other stuff. I'm like, dog, you know what I'm saying? So your boy dealing with it, he really is, you know what I'm saying? But I'll get through it. I always do. I've dealt with worse. Trust me, I've dealt with probably a little bit worse. But every situation is different. So, I'm definitely trying to keep my head up. Trying to keep my head up by my son. About, this other situation that's supposed to happen Friday. I'm trying to figure out. But my son, he going to get to where he needs to be because the doctor want him at a certain particular weight. I hate that when he have to go home. I really hope she continues with that because, I know he can do it. He's getting more and more physical. He's exercising a lot more. When he first got here, that's just great. His stamina's picking up. I mean, he's just doing so good. I can even see just the changes, in his face that he's starting to have. I mean, it's just doing a great thing. And, as a father, I'm trying to help my children out, whether the daughters or the sons. You get what I'm saying? I want to be the father that I really didn't have, and I want to set the example of what a man should be for my son, and set an example for my girls. What they should expect out of a man, so they won't go out here and get no thugs or feel like they got to be whores to get attention from a man. I don't want my children like that. But you need to show them as a man the proper example before them. But I don't know what just letting y'all know what's going on, trying to be more personable, letting you know that I don't have it all together either. I got opinions, but I'm a human being too. I got problems, I got faults, I got everything else too. Let me know, y'all opinion on things. You got anything you can suggest? Hit me up in the comments, view the commentary, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Up with that hair of hers. And then this guy, she a woman. She not acting like a woman, ignoramus. Because if she was acting like a woman, she wouldn't be fighting the way she was fighting. She gonna have her kids in that kind of place? Come on, that's wrong. And I'm gonna tell you something, black men. I'm gonna talk to you about something for a minute. Now, we talk about